Uh-oh, Fanatics buys Topps, and now the snowball effect is in place. What comes next? Hello, sports card collectors, investors, all of my collectibles friends. We've got some more of the breaking news stuff. It keeps coming in hot, and I have a feeling that it's not going to slow down much as we move into 2022. Don't forget to also connect with me on Instagram at The Personal Finance Dad, and if you're on Twitter, The Personal Finance Dad. As many have speculated, Fanatics has purchased Topps. It doesn't really come as a massive surprise, to be honest. I mean, we had seen, I believe it was an interview where Josh Luber had talked about, wanting to get into partnerships. And also, I believe he had stated too that Fanatics was not necessarily going to have their own branded sports card product. It was going to have kind of a twist to it. So I think there was always going to be talk of moving into Topps and or Panini. And I think my hot take, which is, I don't think it's that hot, I think it's pretty obvious, is I think that they are going to acquire Panini's sports card, North America sports card arm. And when I say North America, I have this hunch that I think that Panini is going to continue to do stickers, soccer stickers in Europe, as that's what they started out doing and other factions of their business. But in the same way that Fanatics just bought the sports card arm of Topps, so Topps keeps part of their business, candy and different things, but they have basically purchased the sports card arm. I watched a video Sports Cards Anonymous put out where $500 million was the purchase price for that sports card arm, and they're taking 350 employees from Topps, just kind of moving them right over to Fanatics, which I think it sounds great especially if you're a baseball card collector. I mean, this is kind of what you would want to happen, unless, of course, you're not exactly happy with innovations or whatever, and they're taking 350 Topps employees away that you think might have been part of the issue at Topps. Now they're going to be under new leadership. So if Fanatics comes in and is like, all right, we're going to do all these new things, of course they're going to follow. To me, this is great because we get to kind of see what Fanatics is going to do more in the short run, as opposed to waiting the 2, 3, 5 years for all the licenses to go into effect. So, the big thing right now in the United States in general are supply chain issues. And that is, what Panini and Topps have been having problems with is just the overall economy. The overall supply chain has been a little bit amiss here over the last bit. We're seeing, product come out way late, etc. And so, I'm kind of curious to see where Fanatics can improve there. If they are having the same sorts of issues, are they able to work around them better than maybe Topps or Panini? And I know I keep saying Panini. It's because my assumption is that Panini comes next. I think that's to me, it just seems inevitable. It would be shocking for them, to me, to not at least partner up to where they can use the Prism products and the Optic and, the National Treasures and all the stuff, Flawless. It would be absolutely shocking to me if they were not able to work out some sort of a deal. Fanatics has really been putting the money out there, putting the resources out to purchase these things. To me, the biggest win here is baseball card collectors, the Topps Chromes and that sort of thing. And of course, you've got, you'll have basketball and you'll have, football as well. Topps Chrome, all that stuff is still going to be in effect. So at least we know moving forward, there will be some really cool, Topps type products for all the licenses. So that's something, as opposed to just not knowing, what would be coming. Now we know, okay, we've got kind of the Topps flagship type stuff that we can rely on for the new product. And I'm sure it'll be pretty awesome. And maybe they build off of just that Topps name. Maybe Fanatics innovates off of the Topps name to where it's like, I've got Topps, prisms or whatever, and not call it that, but you know what I mean. Topps shimmers. We've got our Topps shimmers, our Topps shinies. The biggest question for the hobby is does it affect a buying and selling of new product right away, or is there a lag? Of course, there's going to be a lag of kind of just switching things over, but what I mean by that is, Fanatics has talked about the direct-to-consumer model. That's what they use for their sports memorabilia. That works very, very well. What does it mean for local card shops? What does it mean for distributors? And in the near term, in the long term, I think that it'll play itself out. But what does it mean in 2022? What does it mean in 2023? And I don't think the acquisitions are done. Upper Deck is one that's such a big one. I mean, I buy more Upper Deck product than I do certainly Topps product and maybe rivaling Panini product. Upper Deck, and we're talking like the late 90s, early 2000s, their memorabilia stuff. But Upper Deck is just a classic company, an all-time company, and it would be really cool to see that kind of balloon out. I know people have talked about, the Michael Jordan and LeBron James auto deals that are through Upper Deck. I don't think that those carry over if Fanatics was to purchase Upper Deck. I think that they are, voided out. Now, they probably make a new deal, I would assume. I assume that they would make some sort of a deal, but who knows? Maybe they wouldn't. Maybe they don't want to sign stuff, anymore. They're good. But yeah, I think this is obviously huge news, but it's not surprising news whatsoever. Fanatics has made no secret that they want to really control, sports cards. I mean, like, they've got all the licenses. They need to have some sort of idea of how they're going to put actual cards out that people want, because it's a massive risk if it's just going to be Fanatics whatevers. Fanatics whatevers are coming out. People are going to buy the cards, but it's a lot easier when you have a recognized brand recognition like a Topps, and in the shorter run, Panini. And so I expect that next shoe to drop to be Panini. I think that that's going to be the big one. I think that Fanatics wants to have Prism. I think they want to have National Treasures and Flawless. It's just too popular. It's now, and even though it's only been, 10 years since these products have really been coming out, Panini's done a good job of making a good product that people like. People want Prism basketball. They want it. I'm excited to see what comes next. Of course, let me know in the comments below, guys. What does it mean for you personally? Stay healthy, stay awesome, and I will talk to you again later.